Do you feel the vibes?
Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I am gonna be showing you guys how to make the camera follow our player. And this time it's not gonna make our camera follow our player fully. We're just gonna be writing some code to start us up. So let's get into the video now. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my game open. So just open up your game, and then once you've opened up your game, go to the camera follow script we made in the last video. So this script right here we made in the last video, open that up and you will see nothing but the code already written in here. Once this loads, there we go, it's loaded. The first line we're gonna do is go to the side of this little parenthesis and press enter, and then the first line we're gonna do to make our camera follow like our player is we're just gonna write camera with a capital C, so camera, and then you want to write calculations. It already comes up. Oh, where did it go? Okay, I'll just write it. So cal, and then, oh god, I forgot how to spell. I'm joking. I don't know how to spell calculations. There we go. So then it's gonna be like highlighted as blue, like light blue, and then you wanna write a space, then a camera, or with a capital, with a lowercase c, camera, and then you wanna write with a capital C this time, cal. Just like that. Cal, and then another C, cal, so it stands for calculations, and then you want to write a semicolon to end it off. Once you've done that, it should pop up like this, no errors or anything. Next line we're going to be doing is press enter a couple of times, just like 2 times, and then write public, and then transform with a capital T. So transform, there we go, it came up. And then what you want to do after that is space target. Oh, no capital T, by the way, no capital T. And end it off with a semicolon again. Then make another 2 lines and write public, and then int, which stands for integer, and an integer is basically a whole number that never goes into like a decimal or anything like that. So the reason why we're doing an integer in this code is so you know that layer we made last time, that's the integer for our like camera. So like whenever we want to move it, it puts that layer player number, which was 9, remember that? Because if we, like, I'll show you quickly in case you forgot. So if you go back to player, here you press on the layers right here, you can see number 9 is player. So our 9th layer is player. So what we want to do for our public int, which is just, I'm just going to say it as int. What we're going to do for public int is player layer number 9. So all we're going to write is a space and then player, and then capital L layer, and then capital N number, and then equals, and then a space again, 9, and then a semicolon to end it. Once we've done that, you want to make 2 lines again, and this is where our camera like limits actually go to. Like if we wanted to, so say our camera started from here, right? If we wanted to make our, the only reason we're doing this, so when we make our game, whenever we move our mouse, we can see like the front of our player, the back of our player. Well, we can already see the back. Like I don't want to be seeing just some brown hair all the time. So that's why we are going to be making this code. And as you can see, if you run it now, you cannot move. If you can move, that means you have wrote the code in a wrong way. So if you can't move, that is good, because look, and it'll come up with an error as well. The reference script on this behavior game object follow camera is missing. That means we have not finished our code yet. So do not run your game or anything because it has an error right now. We haven't finished anything. So yeah. So our next thing we're going to be doing is a public float. So this is what I mean. An integer is a whole number that can't turn into a decimal at all, and a float variable is a number, sorry, not a letter, a number that can turn into a decimal. It will turn into a decimal. So we're going to be writing public and then float, and then we're going to write max distance. So this is how much our camera can go to, how far our camera can go to, like how far we can look, and then capital D distance, and then equals, and then space equals, sorry, no, space equals space, and then you're going to write 4.0 f and a semicolon. And then next variable is public float again, and then this time we're going to write minimum distance, so min and then distance, and then we're going to write equals 2.0 f and then a semicolon. Next variable, public float, and then we're going to write min height. So this is how high our camera can go. If we want to look above our camera, this is how high it can go. So height and then min height and then equals 1.0 f semicolon. So these f's just mean how far it can go, and these are the variables, like what they are. So the minimum distance is the minimum distance, obviously. The max distance is the max distance. The minimum height is how high it can go. So for example, we want to see our I don't know, you wanted to look up here, you can see. So you won't be able to go so if you wanted to look and you have a max height, you can go to if you don't have a max height, sorry, you can just go up to here, sorry. You can just like go all the way up here and look at your thing, and it's not going to turn out very good. So that's why we have a max height variable. So yeah. Or minimum height, yeah, same thing. Max height, minimum height. A minimum height is just how far our actual player can go, and our max height is something different. We're not using that right now, so don't worry. Next few variables we're going to make, you're going to push enter and then enter again, and then we're going to write public and then float again, and come on, yes, thank you. Alright, public float, and then we're going to write distance, and then we're going to write off. Okay, I can't pronounce this word for some reason. I've been trying to pronounce it, but just write that off. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, just write that, and then push semicolon, and then push semicolon, and then do another line, and then public float, and then final, and then you're gonna write distance with a capital D, distance, and then we're gonna write a semicolon. Oh, semicolon, there we go. Now we're gonna push enter twice again, and then write another variable. This is our like how far our thing can go, how far our camera can go, and stuff like that. So we're gonna write public space and then vector 2, and then we're gonna write camera with a capital D. Okay, there we go. Speed, and then equals new, and then capital V vector 2. And then we're gonna put parentheses for how far it can go. So for me, I'm just gonna put 3.0 F, comma space, and then we'll write 1.0 F. There we go. So, oh wait, and I nearly forgot the semicolon. Make sure to always put a semicolon. Next variable is the last variable in this video. I hope you can get this variable done, because this video is just writing all these variables down and it was very hard and stuff. I'll explain what all of these mean in 1 sec. We're just gonna write all of them. So just write public vector and then 2 again, and this time we're gonna write camera Y limit. So this is how high our camera can go, like what I was talking about earlier. This is our max height, so this is how high it can go. It will be a different number from 1.0 F, so yeah, don't write that in. We're just gonna write camera and then Y with a capital Y and then capital L limits, and then we're gonna write equals like that with a space and stuff, and then new space capital V vector 2, and then we're gonna write some parentheses again into the parentheses, and we're gonna write 5.0 F, comma space 60.0 F. Wait, where's F? There we go. Okay, and then add a semicolon. And that is all of the code. If you want, you can change this height. Just don't get this over 10 and don't get this over 90. Otherwise, you will be flipping, your camera will be flipping everywhere. It's not gonna go good. And don't go immediately and run your game now, because this is not going to work still, because we still have some code to write. This is not the end of making our camera and stuff. We got loads more to go, and yeah, so that is basically it for today's video. Before we do anything, just quickly go and save your project. So go yes, and then save, and then if you want to move here, it's just going to transfer the code. Yep, there we go, it's transferring. There we go, just transferred all the code. And if you want, yeah, see, you still can't move or anything, the error is still there. So we have not finished our code yet, so don't go and bother pressing this, because you still cannot, like, our camera won't, you'll be able to move, but you can't, our camera won't be doing anything. Like, look, my mouse is moving, it's not doing a thing. Only our movement is still the same. So yeah, that is basically it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Do you feel the vibes?